What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today we've got 2005 YZ125 two-stroke fully rebuilt engine on here. It's got the most compression you've ever seen. Bought it off somebody that recognized me on the YouTube channel, so shout out to you guys for selling this bike to me. You're gonna see what we can do with it. Probably gonna do the full, just at least try to get it look like a newer bike, something like that. Like new seat covers, new plastics of course, because I don't know what the white's supposed to be for. It's got a couple small issues with it. Get this paint off of this Boyson cover. What else? It's got a pretty cool FMF shorty on there. What else? GYTR header and stuff like that. I'm not gonna bore you guys to death. I'm showing you guys all this stuff on this bike. I know it's clapped out. So what I'm gonna do is probably tear the whole entire bike apart, clean everything up. Like, these wheels are pretty crusty. The tires are honestly fine. This thing looks like it has a flat, maybe not enough air. I'll clean everything up, clean up that swing arm a little, get this thing looking mint as possible. Right now, two-stroke market is super high, so if I could get this thing done by springtime, which I probably will, I could have this thing done in 2 weeks if I feel like it. But I still got my KTM build I need to work on. So yeah, if I can get this thing finished soon, get her sold, and yeah, move on to some other things. But yeah, here's some other projects that we've got right now. Honestly, none of them are really even projects. I'm pretty much finished. CRF 110. Here's my KTM 250SX, KX85. Didn't even put that thing on a stand. And here's the CRF 110 piece of junk, clapped out. Then I have a couple bikes down in the basement. Sold the RMZ yesterday. Happy with that. So yeah, without further ado, let's tear this whole entire bike apart and get right into it. Alrighty, so it's a little later. It's gonna get dark in about 30 minutes. I'm gonna see if I can take the entire bike down to the frame. In about 30 minutes, the impact drill is gonna be my friend. So it was about 25 minutes. I got it down to this. I probably should have taken out the engine first now that I'm thinking about it. So I'm gonna take the engine out. I think I'm gonna move it inside and see if I can just, my brother's friend got a four-wheeler, so now they're just ripping it out there. But pretty much, we're gonna see what we can do with this thing. You can hear that. Looks like coolant is in there. Can you see a piston there? Let me check this out. There's not even a piston in this thing. There's definitely not been a single person up in this top end, for sure. I don't know. Hopefully the crank rod isn't bent. That's what I'm hoping. I don't know why it would bend on a two-stroke. Not really too many things that you can hit. Let's see this cylinder head. It's not that bad, no detonation or nothing. But what in tarnation? And I feel like it's gonna need to be replated right there, for sure. It's all grounded out. Everything. I mean, I don't know. I guess you could kind of say that I got scammed here. Because I was like, why in the world? I was like, there's no way it's not free. Apparently it is. So yeah, I guess I'll just throw this bike in the garage. It's gonna sit here for a couple years. Oh well. I just need to get this engine out. cylinder. It's gonna need to be replated. Oh yeah, right there you can see things are pretty scuffed up. I guess they just didn't want to replate it. You can see water got in the bottom end here, so it's all junky. So I'm gonna have to clean that out pretty good. But there is no up down play in the crank, so it feels good, nice and solid. I think I'm not sure. I can either order a new. I don't think I'm gonna order a new cylinder. I'll buy one off Millennium Technologies or whatever they're called. I've done it with a couple other builds and they're pretty solid. Let's pop this flywheel cover off, see if the bearings are good. The flywheel's there. Yeah, they don't feel too bad. So we'll see what we do. I'll still pull the engine out because it's 2 more bolts left. And other than that, it took me about 30 minutes to get it down to this. All the parts are up in this box. It also came with these, which are the Restyle things. I'm just gonna get new ones. I'm pretty sure this bike is gonna run, so I'm gonna go ahead and order up all the parts that I could possibly need. So that'd be the full Polysport Restyle kit, a new seat cover, new grips, probably new handlebars wouldn't be too bad of an idea. Should have bought those whenever the Mika Metal sale was going on, but it is what it is. What else am I gonna get? Probably a fork rebuild kit because I think those leak. I'm gonna get the whole top end kit, all that good stuff. Clean up all this blue spray paint because I don't know what that's all about. And then see all the other little things that it might need. And if I can find a good deal on some wheels, I'll get some of those as well. And then I'll get the graphics from Factory FX. And that should be about it. If anybody wants the seat cover, if I don't sell it, hit me up and I can sell it to you for pretty cheap. I don't really need it. So yeah. So here's the pipe before. You can see they kind of try to clean it and stuff. I'll clean it up a little better and see what we can get out of it. Hopefully it looks pretty good. Alrighty guys, so I cleaned it up a little. It's looking a whole lot better. Still need to work on this side here, but you can see a difference. I did the back side a little. Everything's pretty toasted over here. So happy it looks a lot better. I've got to go to work, cut down some trees in our backyard pretty much, but that looks a whole lot better than what it did before. Next step is probably going to be cleaning the frame, all that stuff. And I'm not sure if I'm going to need ooh, entire bike almost fell over. I'm not sure if I need to clean out the fork seals or replace them. I'll do one or the other. And yeah. Alrighty guys, so it's time to turn this box of parts into a little dirt scooter. Got a couple new parts. Brand new takeoff, OEM seat cover, whole bunch of other stuff. Top end still isn't here, so I figured that I'd throw the entire bike together except for the top end. That way you guys can actually get some content out. And other than that, everything else is here. Just really waiting for the top end gaskets because I had to get a different set because I got the Athena cylinder and I forgot about that. So let's go ahead and get this frame and everything and throw it over there and get this bike finished up. Alrighty guys, so we pretty much got the body laid out, making sure that all the plastics, everything fit. I accidentally had the carburetor hanging down here when I put the engine on, so it doesn't fit no longer. So I'm gonna have to take off the throttle tube and everything, but it looks pretty good. We're still waiting on that top end right here. Everything sounds nice and smooth. Washed everything out in there because it looked like there was a little bit of water with the oil, so maybe a head gasket broke when it blew up. Not exactly sure, but I think the bike turned out clean. It's gonna look even better with the brand new cylinder and everything. Got all the clutch and everything routed up. She's almost ready to hit the trails. I'm gonna take off, I need to bend this back and then take off these fork guard graphics because they don't look good. And yeah, I think the bike turned out pretty solid, low-key. It's far from finished. Still got graphics and everything else coming in. We've got a giant mess, but we got a nice looking bike. Got so many big bikes. We got this YZ125, which is super clapped out. Not exactly sure why I bought it. Probably shouldn't have. This 05 YZ125. Here's 2010 CRF 250R. 2016 KTM 250 SX. 2017 KX85. Raptor 80. 2017 TTR 110 that I bought for $200. Got all the parts in here. Then we also got a KLX right there, and then I have a KX250F in the basement, along with a CRF 230. We still got all of these parts to throw on. I need to put the radiators on, all the electrical, chain, exhaust, which is gonna look pretty good. And you're gonna see how it turns out. This FMF Shorty looks super good. Not sure why, but it just looks super clean. But yeah, looks a lot better than these crusty, janky old plastics right here. So yeah, I'm gonna pull it out, get some cute pictures of the bike. We're gonna see what we can do.